So, what happens when we're living conditionally is we are conditional with our ability to feel good and to have an open heart based on certain circumstances. And so, what this means is we have to have everything perfect in order to make moves. We have to have all of the circumstances set up perfectly in order to feel good and move with the amount of energy that we actually can move with. And the reason that this can be limiting is because what happens when something throws you off and you no longer have access to that thing? Maybe it's money, maybe it's a relationship, whatever it may be. When you're dependent on that thing in order to feel good, when you're dependent on that thing in order to have this feeling of well being and inspiration and whatever it may be, openness to the world, you're closing yourself off, specifically your heart off to the unconditional experience that it is meant to be living. And really, we are the ones who are experiencing our hearts. And our hearts are here to pull us in certain directions, but they are not meant to be blocked off from having certain experiences. So when we tell ourselves, "Oh, this is really good and I can only be feel good if I have this certain thing, this relationship, this money, this whatever," then we're living a conditional experience, and it limits our heart from actually flowing the necessary energy to sustain us long term. And we can do this with things that are bad too. But the thing about this is the heart remembers, right? As I said in the last video. So when this happens, in order to close out these cycles, we have to move past the energies that we're either blocking or holding on to. So think about it like this. When you're going for a walk or you're driving down a road and you're passing all of these things, these trees, these signs, you're not really thinking much of them, but your brain is intaking all the information. It could even be like watching TV. Sometimes people they're not like attached to the TV, so they're not like taking in every single little detail